Yes,
Here we
let's
go. Here we
go.
go. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Yes.
It is so yes. They better blow a
Turn
whistle.
up.
We ready for this
Absolutely.
1-1.
Absolutely. Run
Ah,
one. Let's go.
Get it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
woo! Yes, you guys are in for a sweet treat. We're so excited about it. And we're going to get into this conversation. We could not contain ourselves. And so we are bringing to you something that's super duper exclusive, something super unique that you need right now. So listen, we're going to get into this conversation. We got the lovely Latasha, the boss chick, here with us. We got Mr. Rich off the net. I cannot wait to dive into these stories. We got the lovely Meg in the house. Dwayne Lodge is in the building. We got Mr. Stevenson Lindor. Let's go. You got an impeccable lineup tonight. So what we're going to do right now, and of course, I'm Dr. China Beckley, the Bitcoin mommy, and I'm excited to get into this conversation. I'm going to be interviewing some of your favorite franchise owners, a part of this amazing franchise and network, and really put you in a powerful position to win. So I believe we're going to start it off. I'm going to remove some of our special guests. We're going to see you guys in a little bit. We're going to keep Mr. Rich off the net up for a second. We're going to dive in and go super saucy. We're going to get super saucy with this conversation right now. Hope you guys are ready. What's happening, Mr. Rich off the net?
What's going on? What's going on, boss lady? How are you doing? Shout out to all the amazing leaders that's on the call that you guys are going to be hearing from today. Huge shout out to you for hosting this thing, getting this thing set up the right way. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm so excited. I believe that this is the perfect time for what we're going to provide to everyone that's listening. People are so hungry right now, and they're looking for something real. They need to find something that's going to allow them to go from where they are to where they really want to be at. And so, Mr. Rich off the net, I got to ask you a question coming in. How did you get that name?
Man, I mean, a lot of people ask me that. It pretty much just came to me out the gate, where it was like, I was looking for a brand. I was looking for something to use, like a brand to tell my story. And a lot of people wanted to know how I became successful and things that I've done to make money and live the lifestyle that we're always showing people that we're living. And people don't even know that Rich Off the Net name was actually a website that I threw away a long time ago. And one day I was just searching through my domains, because I buy domains because I feel like domains is online real estate. Depending on how good your domain is, you can get rich just off the domain. So Rich Off the Net was actually a domain that I bought probably back in 2011 or so. And then probably around 2015, I was actually rich off the net. So I just said, you know what? We're going to run with this one. And we made it a brand. We made it a name that everybody calls me by now.
Well, listen, let's get into a little bit of how you became rich off the net in 2015. I love how innovative you were when people weren't probably thinking about becoming rich off the internet in 2011. You copped the domain, and then fast forward to 2015, you said you became rich off the net. So let's talk about the assets that you were able to acquire, the relationships that you was able to establish in order to be able to do that. Because I'm sure the people that's listening in right now, they want to get rich off the net too.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, you guys got to understand something. When it comes down to getting rich off the net, or getting rich, or getting wealthy, or just becoming financially free, it all started with finding mentors that's going to give you guys the knowledge, that's going to give you the direction, that's going to give you the blueprint, that's going to give you access to a community that you probably never had access to before. I know me, pretty much getting started, I was a 2-time felon. I didn't have access to anybody rich. I didn't have access to anybody wealthy. My mom, I watched her work 3 jobs at like one time. I would watch her wake up, go to work at 8 a.m, get off, go clean a school, mop the whole school down, then go work grocery stores, go work restaurants. So you guys got to understand, like, how we were brought up. Most of us on this call, and most of us that come from households like us, we weren't born in wealth. We weren't born with the knowledge about wealth. And that's what our community is so important, because you got to understand something. We're teaching people how to franchise business. We're teaching people how to become skilled and be able to create money on demand. And that's what pretty much happened for me. Once I got into the knowledge, once I found a mentor, once I found somebody that was willing to show me the steps, it was up to me to just take them. And,
Wow.
and I went from wanting to have 6-figure years. Like, that was my biggest goal. Like, I just want to have a 6-figure year. One. I didn't care. I just wanted one 6-figure year.
Wow.
You know? And who would have knew that it would turn to taking that knowledge, taking that mentorship, and being able to have 6-figure days, 6-figure hours, 6-figure months. You get what I'm saying? And now it's to the point where that's normal, because once you have that skill, it becomes normal. It becomes a way of life, and the rich and the wealthy, it's been the way of life for them. So I'm super excited to share this information with everyone that's on this call. But you guys got to understand something. You're going to hear from a lot of amazing people who've made the money you want to make, that has the lifestyle that you want to live. But you have to be coachable, and you have to be willing to implement the things that you hear on this call and the things you hear after this call, if we accept you inside our franchising community, guys. So I'm super excited to run this thing up, run one with whoever's watching this right now. Let's get it.
Listen, you said something. I want to unpack that really quick. Everybody's talking about this Chat GPT is like a catchphrase right now. Some people are really using it and leveraging it. Some people are not. I actually did a search on it, and I asked it a very simple question. I said, what are the top 5 things that a person should do with their income taxes to multiply their money and not spend it on debt or liabilities? And listen to what Chat GPT said. Not what China said, not what Rich Off the Net said, but Chat GPT said that number 1 should invest into the stock market, right? Number 2, you should actually contribute to some type of retirement, like get prepared for the future. Number 3 was starting a business. And so I want to really talk about that for a second, because a lot of people are wondering whether it's their income tax check or whatever it is, whatever extra money that they have, what they should do with it. Most people are going to go spend their money on some kind of debt, right? Paying off their bills, because they don't have the financial literacy to know that if you are already in a tough financial space, taking the income that you do have just to spend it on debt without creating another stream of cash flow is probably not the smartest thing to do. But depending on how they were taught or who they were taught from, they probably think that they're being responsible. Let me go pay off a bunch of debt. The second thing that they do usually is go buy a bunch of liabilities, right? So now they put themselves in a position where they're spending their money on things to help them to feel good for a moment. Talk a little bit about investing and starting a business, and why being a part of this Run One franchising network is going to really position them in the most affordable way to do just that.
Yeah, I mean, Chat GPT is giving you guys the gems on success when it comes down to having success moving forward, guys, in this world, because the world is going crazy. And speaking of the world going crazy, just coming out of a pandemic, I mean, we all seen it. We all seen the crisis that was going on in the world, and some of our favorite businesses closed down, and we haven't seen them open up still to this day, some of them. Right. So you got to understand that owning a business has become harder and harder and harder. Not just owning a business. I didn't mean to say that. I mean, owning a profitable business is becoming harder and harder and harder and harder. One of the people that we work with, 6-figure earner now, but he came up to me and he was like, hey, you know, when you explain what we do, I love how you say franchise. And he was like, because I franchised a few businesses myself. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, he was like, I don't think we ever profited from it. We had a business.
Wow.
We spent a lot of hours doing the business. And I think he said he owned like a Pizza Hut. It's so crazy, right? He franchises this Pizza Hut. He spends multiple 6 figures. He spends hours every single day trying to get this business off the ground. And then just to look at it and say, man, this thing is not even profitable. So I feel like now is one thing to own a business, but you need to have a digital franchise business, right? You need to have a profitable business, one that's actually putting money in your pocket, not just stripping money from your pocket to keep the lights on and keep the employees paid and keep the bills going. No, you want a business that sets you up for life to get another business and another business. And you can then get your dream business, because maybe that first one isn't your dream business. And that's what our goal is, guys, giving people the blueprint, giving people opportunity to franchise a business that we've seen work for a decade that helped other people fund their dream businesses. So that's kind of what our goals are. And it's super important to run a business. Like, you have to understand, if your money's not working when you're not working, you're going to work until you die. So you have to put a system together to understand, okay, even when I'm on vacation, even when I'm sick, even when I don't feel like working, I'm clocked out, my business is still working for me, and I'm still having money working for me. So it's super important to run a business.
I love this. I see that you're there with the kids. I love that you can be a family man and still doing this. Real people, real results. I know you mentioned having something to share with our viewers, something that you wanted to share on the screen to really prove to them, because, you know, people like to see results. People like to see facts and figures. You know, you got so many people on the internet lately with all of these amazing stories, but I like to bring forth proof to the people. So I don't know if you have it up. I don't think they see it on the back end, but
right.
if you can pop it back up with the share option at the bottom, then we could go ahead and share with the listeners what it is that you've been able to accomplish and do with this digital franchise opportunity.
Awesome. So guys, you know, I've definitely been able to have a lot of success running a digital franchise business. I've been able to build it to a multi-million-dollar business. We even put together a blueprint that we go city to city. We do major events all around the world, and we teach people this unique blueprint on how they can get the same success that we have. Yes, China's a 7-figure earner. I've made 7 figures, but the great thing about our success story is that we have people who didn't know if this worked. They didn't know if this was for them. They didn't know if they would fit in. Didn't even know if this was real or not. But they took that leap of faith. They were coachable. They listened. They took the blueprint, and they were able to get the same type of results for their business. Now, here's the great thing about our business. We sell a knowledge, right? We teach a knowledge, and we sell like a skill set type of knowledge to people that's going to help you be able to make money on demand. So I'm going to show you some things that I've been able to earn just by listening to some of the mentors you're going to have access to inside of this group. And you're going to even hear from some on this call. But I want you to know, like, I'm just like you. I'm somebody that's seen this video or seen a call just like this, and I took a leap of faith, and here's some of the results that I was able to get from just following people with the results that I want to get. So we actually teach, you know, the markets also. You know, we teach how to run a business. We teach how to make money in the markets. As you can see, I'm showing a profit from NFTs. As you see right here, it just says your NFT worth. This is just straight off NFTs. A lot of people talk about them, but do you know how to make money off of them? It's not just a cool picture of a dog. It's actually something very, very important that you should be taking advantage of. But if you're not skilled and you're not knowledgeable and you're not around anybody that has no clue, they just think it's a dog, then you're missing out, guys. I promise you, because I wasn't born into knowledge like this at all, right? It's just from being surrounded around the right people, guys. So you got NFTs, right? And then another one that I'll show you, that something that we're real big on, see if I can pull it up, is then you got crypto, right? You got crypto. And here's one of my portfolios, just one. You got to understand something. This is when everything is just going crazy. You got to understand, you want to be in the beginning of it. You don't want to wait till your mama and your grandma and your auntie and your neighbors is telling you invest. No, you want to be ahead of the people that's getting in late, right? You want to be ahead of the people that's hearing it through the rappers. If you're hearing it through the rappers, you're late, right? You want to be a part of a tight circle of people that's doing this. In our circle, guys, we've been doing this 10 plus years. We have people that's been doing this 20 plus years. We have people that's been doing this longer than I've been born, my whole entire life, right? So you want to take this call super duper important. Whoever invited you, you might as well text them and tell them thank you right now. I know you still got a lot of this video to watch. You're going to get a lot of gems. You're going to hear a lot of success stories, but you got to understand you weren't invited here on accident. We don't accept everybody. We don't need everybody. We're looking for the right ones that we can say, here, look, this is everything I learned. I want to teach it to you so you can be better than me. Is that you? Because if that's you, we want to lock arms with you so we can help create more success stories, guys.
Wow. Listen, Mr. Rich Off the Net, that was amazing. It was the documentation for me. Documentation beats conversation every day of the week. I want to thank you for being here. I'm super excited about the lineup that we have. Y'all better drop something wherever y'all watching this. Y'all better respond right now if you want to learn how to make money inside of Web3, NFTs, cryptocurrency. Guys, you see what's happening out here with the US dollar. You see what's going on in our economy. Now it's time to be connected with the right people. And I can tell you right here with Run One, we are the right people to connect with. Listen, thanks so much for being on, G. We're going to go over to our next speaker. I appreciate you, bro. Don't go nowhere, though. Don't go nowhere, because we're going to be bringing you back up. Listen, we got Latasha, the boss chick, in the house. This woman is doing some really, really big things, and I'm excited that you join us here with Run One. We're going to show you how to run it all the way up. Whatever your goal, your vision, or your dream is, we're going to show you how to run one and get it done. What's happening, boss chick Latasha? It's beautiful to see you here.
Hello, beautiful. I'm excited to be here. I mean, we're in an amazing space. Franchise Network is absolutely mind-blowing, and I'm just excited that we're presenting it to the people now. The cat is out the bag. What's going on, Dr. China?
The cat is out the bag, guys. We had a hard time keeping our mouth closed about putting together this amazing ecosystem, this franchising network that was going to put people in a true winning position to win. And we have some of the most brilliant minds here, Latasha, the boss chick, being one of them. You know, talk a little bit about your experience being with the network, and why you think somebody listening in a similar position should say yes to getting on board if they qualify, because we don't accept everyone, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dr. China. You know, big shouts out to Rich Off the Net. He is absolutely an amazing leader. Guys, I'm excited to be in this space. For those who don't know, I was a school teacher 14 years. You know, I did what my parents wanted me to do. I went on to college and furthered my educational platform. I got my bachelor's degree, got my master's degree. And here it was 14 years later. I was bored in the classroom. I really wanted to do so much more, and I felt confined within the four walls of the classroom. So I was looking for something. And it may be somebody now that's looking and watching, and they're listening to this video like, oh, wow, this may be what I've been praying for. This may be what I've been searching for. Here it is. I paid hundreds of thousands to get my bachelor's as well as my master's. And I almost got my doctor's, but I said, hold on, I need a break. I just need a break for a second.
Sure.
But I thank God that I took that break, because had I not taken that break, I probably would have been narrow-minded and closed-minded to franchise opportunities and network opportunities such as this platform. And so when I saw this blueprint, I appreciate you, Dr. China, for inviting me to a call, inviting me to a private community like this, where I was able to see what people were doing. I was able to hear the testimonies. And you know what? I said, you know what? It's time for me to take a chance on me, take a chance on my legacy. And so to be able to come into this space and follow the blueprint, yes, I was able to replace my financial security that I was making as a teacher for 14 years. I was able to exceed that and make 6 figures from home in the middle of a recession, baby. Just because I said yes to this franchise network. And so when I tell you guys that this has changed my life, not only has it changed my life, I have been able to open up multiple businesses from this platform, from being able to take some of the profits with the different platforms that Rich Off the Net share, learning about NFTs. Like, I knew nothing about this space. If you can be a student, you know, here it is. I was a teacher teaching to the students, but I came over here and I became a student. I was open-minded. And so if you come in this space and follow the blueprint, you can really have the lifestyle that you deserve, the lifestyle that you dreamed about. A lot of times, you know, we go to jobs and our jobs make us forget about our dreams. But today, you're not too old. It's not too late. If you get connected with the right people, with the right network, and you know, we're surrounded around amazing people. So Dr. China, if you don't mind, I would love to just share with them one of my, you know, business platforms that I was able to invest in, and you know, expand my brand, you know, just through this platform here. And really quick, I know amazing speakers coming up after me, so I don't want to miss that.
Yes, we love the results, and people need to see The evidence. Okay, they need to see the
All
evidence.
right, so this is one of my okay, this is the evidence, y'all. This is just a little bit of sneak peek. So this is one of my investment properties, guys. I was able to partner with some different properties here in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all know busy Atlanta. It's hot Atlanta, right? So this is one of my corporate units. I'm able to rent this out to traveling nurses, to medics, as well as, you know, firemen or people that's coming in town doing movie premieres and so forth. I'm able to rent this out and make money on top of a investment property that I don't even own. So we're going to show you how to make money off of other people's money, off of other people's property, if you desire to take it that far. So that's what I chose to do. This is just, you know, one of my results from saying yes to this amazing platform. And I'm so grateful for it. You know, the blueprint is everything. And we're in the right place right now with this. And I'm ready to share it with many.
Wow, wow, wow. Listen, Sahana just said, okay. That is an awesome testimony. That is amazing. Listen, Queen, I want to thank you for being here. Please stay around, stick around to the end. I believe you just blessed somebody with your testimony, being a school teacher, master's degree, bachelor's degree, was on your way to get your doctorate degree, but really was overworked and needed to kind of focus on some things differently. Now you still have an opportunity to impact people around the world differently, right? Now you've been able to take the money that you made from this franchising network and now start additional businesses to help to give yourself real security. I'm sure there's somebody right now watching that could totally relate to your story. So thank you so much for sharing. Please stick around to the end because we definitely want to bring you guys back on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, we got another queen in the house. I'm super excited for you guys to meet. Her name is Lovely Meg. This mom, I don't want to tell too much of her story, but I'm so impressed with what she's been able to do as a mom. So many times, I'm a mom as well, mom of 3. And so many times as moms, we like to use our kids as excuses versus using them as the reason to propel us forward. And I'm really excited to see you here right now, Meg, because you've been able to use your kids as the reason for you to go harder and stronger in what it is that you're doing. So welcome to Run One. Lovely Meg, I'm excited for you to be here with us today.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here as well. I'm just excited just to be here.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, everybody's talking about how they've been able to use this, you know, this digital franchise and network to live out some of their dreams, some of the things that they've been able to accomplish. And, you know, we're looking forward to hearing from you. There's somebody watching right now that's a mom that may be feeling like they're a little bit overwhelmed with their current situation. Is their success really available for them? Talk a little bit about your experience.
That's you know, it's pretty unique because I actually had the same thought process when I was pregnant with my first child. You know, I was about to be a brand new mom, and I was going to be a brand new mom at a very scary point in the world where everybody is dealing with, you know, a dark time in the world. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know, you know, how I was going to have finances come in. Like I said, I have a brand new baby coming in and the world is shifting. So I had no clue of how I'm going to even navigate this process. And I'm just so thankful for this franchise because this franchise gave me exactly that. It didn't give me no excuses. I had every single reason to follow the blueprint. I had every single reason to follow the blueprint, and just having access to this franchise has given me the life that I always dreamed of myself having. And that life is me not having to choose between parenthood or my finances, or parenthood and you know, miss out on activities. I'm able to like really be in tune with my children every single day and still make my finances, still make my bills be paid, still be able to travel the world, still be able to live a very comfortable life in the very middle of a pandemic. So what I've been able to do with this franchise is I've been able to create a 6-figure business in the time frame of 6 months while being a brand new mom.
Wait a minute. We're not going to just go. We ain't going to just skirt off of that. You were able to create a 6-figure business in 6 months as a new mom in the midst of a pandemic. Am I getting those right? Or am I like, just to make sure I'm following along with this story?
You're following on. I literally had every obstacle against me. Against me. And I came out swinging thanks to this franchise and thanks to this blueprint.
You know, that's amazing. I know you got so much more to share. I just have a question here. I'm sure somebody's listening right now, a mom, new mom, seasoned mom, and probably thinking franchise, that sounds so expensive. How were you able to afford, being able to participate in a franchise. I mean, we think about franchises, we usually think about places like McDonald's or Starbucks or, you know, Pizza Hut, like Rich Off the Net talked about. How were you able to afford that? Are we talking about, you know, multiple six figures to invest into this franchise for you to get to be able to earn six figures in 6 months? Because one of the things that Rich just mentioned is that somebody invested into a Pizza Hut franchise and didn't make any money. Right. So was it expensive for you to get started with this franchise?
No, it was not expensive at all. It was very less than 3 figures, I'll say. I don't know if I can give the amount on here, but it was not expensive at all.
A 3-figure. So we're talking about a 3-figure decision that people have to make that qualify to be a part of this franchise and network. A 3-figure, guys. So $900 is the most you could pay.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So I've been able to leverage it, follow along with the blueprint that the franchise has offered me. And 6-figure business was just the very, very minimum of what I've been able to obtain within this franchise. Like, I've been able to impact over not just myself. Like, I love talking about what I'm able to do for other people, because I was able to impact over 2,000 families. So I was able to put 2,000 families in the same exact position as me, giving them the same blueprint, the same tools that I have for them to be able to have the same success I've had. I was able to give 17-year-olds 5,000 incomes a day. College students, I was able to show moms and dads, like, you don't have to choose no more. We could, you know, participate in the milestones. We can go to all our kids' activities and still have the means to do it. We could take our kids to Disney World next week. And it was literally just a 3-figure decision.
Wow. I had to put that up there because y'all getting real saucy. Past profits do not guarantee future profits. I just want you guys to know you got to put in the work. There are requirements. You have to be accepted. There's a lot of things that we'll go over with you for those of you that get accepted to be a part of our franchise and network. But let me tell you something, Meg, I'm really blown away. Do you have anything to show? Everybody's been getting saucy and showing their stuff. So I don't know if it's something that you want to share, but I do want to allow you an opportunity to do so if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually talk about one of my college students that I was able to, you know, impact and put in this very position. This is actually one of the rooms that we were in, small network of rooms that I was able to impact and show. But that young lady that y'all see in the very, very middle, she was one of my successful college students that was able to pay off all her college debt before she even graduated from college and still be able to afford whatever she wants to, travel the world. And this is just me mentoring to her and, you know, showing her the blueprint.
Wow. Pay off. I mean, I know so many people who have tons of college student loan debt. I'm talking about years and years, decades once they finish school. So for her to be in college and her debt to be paid off, that's pretty substantial. I mean, somebody that's listening in right now is probably thinking, wow, if I could get rid of some of this student loan debt, it could free up my finances to do the things I really want to do. That's incredible. Not only are you being able to win yourself 6 figures in 6 months, but to be able to help someone else to pay off college debt, big deal. Love that. That's amazing.
So it's a phenomenal feeling. It's an amazing feeling. I'm super thankful. And I wouldn't be here without this franchise.
Wow. Well, listen, we're excited to have you here. Stay on because I know in the end it's going to get really, really saucy. I'm super excited about your story. Continue to impact the world and continue to share. More moms need to hear exactly what it is that you're sharing.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate you, Meg. Absolutely. Wow. Listen, if you guys are enjoying this, just put 777s in the chat right now. This has been amazing. These stories are phenomenal. And listen, this is real people with real results. We're giving you an exclusive inside private look behind the scenes at what we're doing inside of this Run One network, where we're helping you to build a digital franchise, really one digital empire, one franchise at a time. And I'm really excited because we got a special guest right here with you guys right now. You guys are going to love this story. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Stevenson Lindor. We got
yo.
What's happening? All the greats are in the house today. We're super duper excited about what it is that we're doing, giving people a sneak peek. It's just a sneak peek behind the scene, and it's been amazing so far. Welcome to Run One. We're excited to have you a part of this amazing digital franchising network. But you bring a lot of value to the table, Steve. So how are you doing on this beautiful, beautiful evening?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here. What's going on, everybody out there, man? Show some energy out there. Light up the chat for the wonderful China, Beth Alicia, just killing this right now, man. The entire Run One family. We about to do some amazing things, but I feel great.
Absolutely. Listen, you've done some incredible things in your career, Steve. I wanna give the listeners an opportunity to get to know you a little bit more. You know, you've been able to impact the lives of a lot of people, but let's just go back. Let's take them back to, you know, your Wall Street days, guys. We got some Wall Street giants in the building with Run One right now. Tell them a little bit about your journey and trading inside of the markets that would allow those that's listening to understand that they could do it too.
Absolutely. So, you know, like many people, you know, my family, you know, pretty much comes from a third world country. So I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth,
Wow.
right? So I actually come from humble beginnings. And like many people, right, especially people of color, we usually think the only way to make it out is, you know, playing sports or, you know, getting into music, something of that nature. So, you know, I played ball for a little bit and then I realized, all right, I'm not going to the NBA. So let me go get my degree. Let me go put my brain to work. Let me go learn a skill set. And when I graduated school, one of the first companies I ended up working for was a company called Bear Stearns on Wall Street. It was different. It wasn't what I expected. You know, when you watch something, it's like people who go to Hollywood. And then they finally get to Hollywood, and then it's not everything they thought it was gonna be, right? Then, you know, they didn't end up in that billion-dollar blockbuster movie. So I realized, you know what, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like I learned a lot. I realized, you know, this is where the money is at, but this is not true financial freedom, right? I think everybody who's watching right now, they're searching for something like, what's true financial freedom for myself and for my family. So, you know, I learned a lot. I definitely grew, but I knew there was something bigger for myself.
Sure. What led you to become a part of really building a digital franchise with this network? Like, you know, what impact has it made on your life? What impact has it made on others' lives?
Well, really what made me do it was honestly the internet. Right? The world is constantly changing. I mean, you started off the call, you said it yourself, you asked Chat GPT.
Yeah.
There's people right now who still don't even know what that is.
Wow.
That's how fast the world is evolving and changing. Wow. And, you know, somebody that I previously used to work with, they say, yo, Steve, if you don't get on social media, not to just, you know, lounge around and watch people post, but leverage it, use it to your advantage. This, you're talking about freedom. Instead of working, because I was working 2 jobs at the time, he was like, no, your financial freedom is actually in your hand. There's people who are actually making money. If you change your mindset, you change your environment, change the people you're watching. A lot of people right now who's watching this right now, if you flip over their phone, you go on their social media, they're watching Love and Hip Hop, they're watching the Kardashians do this and all that stuff like that. No. Follow the greats. Follow John C. Maxwell. Follow people who are actually doing things. And before you know it, you're going to be following a bunch of people and you're going to be like, I need to be a part of this lifestyle. Not only do I need to be a part of it, these are the people that I need to introduce my network to if they want to change their lifestyle, right? This is about impacting lives.
Yeah.
Guys, look at the name Run One, building a digital empire, right? One franchise at a time.
Yeah.
This is for everybody.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to change my life.
Wow. I love that. Listen, what have you been able to accomplish so far? Everybody's gotten real saucy here. You know, most people need to see real people, real results. How are you helping to change your life, your family life, others' lives? Because we want to have candid conversation so that the person that's listening in right now, they can relate. You know, you went to school, you did it the right way. You got a job and it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, almost like the Hollywood scenario that you mentioned. And now you find yourself here, not just building a digital empire for yourself, but helping other people to build franchises. Talk a little bit about how you've been able to help them, and feel free to share your screen if you have something to share as well.
Absolutely. So, you know, for those who don't know, I'm an educator. All right. I'm blessed. I'm put in a position to serve, which I think is the greatest thing you can do in life. All right. I believe everything in this universe, everything on this planet is here to serve, right? The sun serves the planet. Literally everything around you, if you think about it, it's here to serve. So I get to serve and help others make money, which is a phenomenal thing to do. And like China said, I'm going to share my screen real quick. Watch this, guys. I get to watch people absolutely change their lives. It's absolutely amazing. It's mind-blowing. Check this out. Everybody see my screen?
Yep, we can.
Perfect. Inside this community right here, guys, I want you to see some of these testimonials. This is absolutely insane. These are real live testimonials, right? This individual right here, shout out to my boy Ben. I mean, guys, this is real profits. He made 46. We count this up, 6, 7. This is about close to $20,000.
Wait. So wait a minute for a second, because listen, you got me excited now, and I'm sure somebody watching. I'm a number.
This is nothing. China, this is nothing.
Before you go further, somebody's watching. They don't fully know what they're looking at. I see US 30, right? I see buy on US 30, but they may not understand what the heck they're looking at. It looks like they just turned pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds, and hundreds into thousands. Like, what the heck is this hidden wealth secret? So I just want to make sure that we don't leave that person out who's like, whoa.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because this is amazing.
So what we're gonna do is, once you come inside this community, we're going to show you guys how to trade in the largest financial market in the world. We're going to show you how to literally take pennies, like China just said, and turn that into hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Wow. All right. This is just an example. Guys, there's information out there that if you leverage and utilize correctly, it will absolutely change your life. You think this is impressive? Watching this person take just, a few bucks and turn that into thousands of dollars. Check this out, guys. And this is no lie. I want y'all to see this. This was mind blowing right here. This individual made over $500,000 in one day. $500,000.
Okay.
It's right there. $503,614. This was a live account. $500,000 in one day. And you see where it says 91. I know for a lot of you guys, you don't know what that means. Not 91 cents, right? But I promise you this, it was less than $10. $10 into over $50,000.
How did they do that in one day, Stevenson? Somebody's mind is blowing. They won't make $500,000 in 10 years. What in the world is going on with this hidden wealth secret? Why is it so much money that the world doesn't know about? Because somebody's watching this right now and they're thinking to themselves, wait a minute, if this was really going on, why wouldn't I know about it? Could you expound about the hidden wealth secret that the masses have no idea about, that's really hidden right underneath their nose?
Right, definitely. I just want to leave this up here for a second so people can actually see it. Yes, that's over $500,000. These positions, 53, wow. 52, 43. It's absolutely insane. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand something. The most powerful skill sets out there, the most powerful information, not just learning how to trade, even taxes, right? One of the things when China asked ChatGPT, right, what can people do to invest, use their money, right? One of them, guys, information is everything, the right information.
Yeah.
And who you're learning from is what's going to get you that financial freedom. See, a lot of you guys watching right now, you didn't even think or fathom that you can make that type of money. Not an everyday average person like yourself. You thought only the rich, only Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and those guys can do it. No, you can do it too.
Wow.
You're just not in the right vehicle. We are going to provide you with the right vehicle so you can make that type of money.
This is amazing. Let me tell you something, Stevenson, from being on Wall Street to now being a part of Run One. Guys, those of you that are watching right now, what you just saw, once again, let me just put this up for a disclaimer, because past results do not guarantee future profits. We cannot guarantee you those kind of results because we don't know the work ethic you're going to put in, the time, your investment, but just to know someone is doing that, you guys are going to have access to what you just saw, the resources that you just saw inside of the Run One network. We're helping you to build a digital empire, one franchise at a time, with professionals who do this for a living. I'm so excited that we decided to open up the doors. We're looking at the current climate of our economy, and we said we got to do something to help. We got to find a way to give back, but we will not waste our time. time. Guys, we're not here to convince you. We're not here to beg you. Why? Because this industry, these markets have been around for centuries. Now, in communities like mine, communities like Steve's, communities like Garrett's, now we're able to have seats at tables. And instead of us just making sure our family and friends are good, we decided someone invited you inside of this Run One network. They didn't invite you in here just to play. They did it because they love you. They care about you, and they want the best for you. So listen, Stevenson, I want to say thank you so much. I cannot wait for us to be able to allow those that are accepted into our network to experience all of the beautiful things that we have to offer here. And I'm looking forward to your education and helping them to duplicate what it is that you just showed us on this call.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, that's no gimmick right there. I can show you a lot more results. What's crazy? That's not even the best. I've seen better. Again, past performance don't guarantee future profits, but you guys can absolutely do it too with the right information. China had to put it up again.
You got real saucy. Okay.
That's why I asked. You sure you want to go there? That's why I asked, China. You sure you want to show profits?
Listen, I know it's private. I know it's exclusive. I know it's invite only. And I know where we are right now in our current economy, the climate of it, the world is really looking for what we have. And I believe that we have a responsibility and an obligation to show them real people. As long as it's the truth, as long as it is the truth, I believe people need to see what's on the other side of money. If you're ready to get to the other side of money, I'm telling you guys, at the end of this call, we're going to encourage you guys to take action. If you qualify to be a part of our franchise and network, I will tell you right now that, listen, the last thing that ChatGPT said to do, I didn't have a chance to share this, but if we focus on 1, 3, and 5, the last thing that it told them to do was to invest in yourself. Number 1 was to invest into the stock markets. Number 3 was to start a business. We're going to show you how to leverage the stock market, the Forex market, the crypto market, right? Web3 technology, AI. We're going to show you how to leverage this so that you can also leverage the franchise, right? So invest into the market, gain an education. Those of you that are business minded, that are entrepreneur, that said, listen, I can't afford to leave anything on the table. We want to show you how to start your digital franchise, right? And then finally, in order for you to do any of it, it requires you to invest into yourself so that you can learn. I'm so stoked about this, Stevenson. I want to say thank you for being on. Guys, you're going to get so much more of Stevenson Lindor, so much more of the lovely Meg, so much more of Latasha the Boss Chick, as well as Mr. Rich Off the Net, right inside of this Run One network. Stevenson, thank you for being here. We have one more that we're going to bring up. Please stick around to the end. Please stick around to the end if you can. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Wow, 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 guys. Finally, we have Mr. Dwayne Lodge that we're about to bring up to the floor, guys. This has been amazing. If you've been enjoying it, just put 777s in the chat. We got Mr. Dwayne Lodge. This guy loves to travel around the world. Let me tell you something. I could just let a little bit of the cat out of the bag. He's been to so many countries because of the freedom that he's been able to gain inside of this Run One franchise and network. And I hope he shows us a little bit of that today. Hey, Dwayne, thanks for being on with us today. How are you today?
I'm incredible, sis. Can you hear me good?
Loud and clear. Listen, I'm still geeked off. Did you see what Stevenson Lindor put up?
Yeah, I'm over here like that's crazy. Like this is crazy.
Where do I sign up? What do I need to do? What's next? Listen, cut this part. Listen, Dwayne, we appreciate you, but can you just tell me what I need to do next? In fact, let me just put this up real quick so that they know. Listen, let me just show them this really quick so that they know at the bottom. We're gonna let this stay at the bottom because those numbers that I saw just now, they got me so excited because I know it's real people with real results. And I know that it's been a hidden well secret for so long that most of our community had no idea even existed. So let's get into this conversation with you, Mr. Lodge, because I know you're about to close this thing out with a bang.
Yeah. I mean, and I like what Stevenson just talked about because, this type of information, now that I'm on the inside, you guys are getting an inside look. You guys are getting like a behind the curtains look at like, okay. That's what's really going on back there. Like y'all getting to kind of pop the hood and really check the engine on this, and that's kind of what I did because I was clueless to a lot of this information. I grew up in a working household. similar to, you know, Stevenson's background. You know, I don't come from much either. And my parents, all they did was work, work, work. I heard Rich Off the Net earlier said, I think he said his family was cleaning offices. That's what my mom was doing. My mom was working multiple jobs. She was cleaning offices. So once I became an adult and I came to her, I said, Mom, listen, I'm grown, I'm broke. Give me some advice. You know, what should I do? Her best advice was, son, go get a second job. You know, and I was just thinking, like, you know, I never say this to her face. You know, she'd have slapped the black off me. But, you know, in the back of my head, I'm like, man, if I was Diddy's son, if I was, you know, Oprah's son, I doubt they would say, son, if you want to make more money, go get another job, go get more jobs. You know, so I never said that to her, but I'm thinking, man, there's got to be other options out there. I just got to keep searching, you know. So I'm so grateful I landed where I am. So let's talk about it.
I am too. We've had such an incredible lineup today, and you know, I've seen you do some incredible things. And what I love about the foundation of what we're hearing is this is something that everyone could have kept to themselves. None of this requires you to have to tell anybody. You have an opportunity to go into a $1 trillion daily market by developing a skill and literally be in the comfort of your home or wherever you want to be, traveling the world, and be able to leverage the education that you've acquired. Yet everyone here is talking about how they've helped other people to really, really win. So feel free to share what your experience has been personally, but also if you've been able to help others to benefit from being a part of this franchising network as well.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect because, you know, to kind of push my story forward, though I don't come from like an entrepreneurial franchisee background, I come from a working background. Obviously, I ended up stepping out on faith, and I actually started a brick and mortar franchise, you know, when I was 19 years old. All right. Me and a college roommate, we dropped out of school. You know, we took out some stupid loans. Like, I mean, like we were like in debt up to our ears, and we went to go launch a franchise. Now we lost it, you know, we lost it within a year's time. But, you know, so by the time I was 20, 21 years old, here I am, broke, busted, and disgusted, you know, moving back in with my mom, trying to hit the reset button on life. You know, so when you ask the question about, man, this is something we can keep to ourselves, trust me, I was already burnt out. I was already stressed out, to keep it all the way real with you. I was stressed out. I'm like, I just need to get me together. I got to get myself together. I wasn't really worried about nobody else. I got to take care of Dwayne, you know. But when I heard the franchise, that's really what stood out to me. Because I told you, I just, you know, got into debt up to my ears over a franchise. But Meg already done told y'all, we talking a 3-figure price tag. My first question was, how many can I buy?
Come on. Exactly.
I didn't hear nothing else. I'm like, well, how many of these can I get? You know? They were like, you know, but that was my only question, to be honest. Wow. You know.
No, that's amazing. And I love that, you know, at such a young age, what I heard is ambition, you know, regardless of what your upbringing was, and your mom telling you go out and get a second job, because they do their best and they give us the best of them, right? And that's why I believe it's so important for us to gain mentorship, right? Being a part of the Run One Network will give you an opportunity to connect to mentors who actually have proven results for today's time, right? I believe that they give us the best that they can, but in 2023, things are moving at the speed of thought. If you don't know what Chat GPT is, I mean, we're already coming out with Chat GPT 4 and Chat GPT 3 just came out. And so technology is moving so fast that if you're not in the know, you feel like you're already light years behind. And the excuse of your age is not an excuse. You know, we have people that are part of our network that are upwards of 70, 80 years old because they have a desire to continue to grow. In fact, Les Brown, who is also a mentor of mine, calls me his foreign exchange mentor. One of the reasons he said that he wanted to learn how to trade in the largest financial markets in the world, and he wanted to understand his digital currency, he said, because it kept him younger. The more he learned and used his brain, the smaller chance it was for him to lose his brain, right? mind. Sometimes you get into a mundane state of just repeating the same thing over and over again, and you're not challenging your mind to learn anything new. And so that's what this community is going to allow you to do. It's going to allow you to gain the results from being connected to the right network of people, which is going to shorten your distance of time to success. So listen, Dwayne, if you have anything that you can share with us, I would love it. Everybody else got super saucy here. So listen, you know, they love the evidence, they love the proof, they love the results. So
well, I mean, I love freedom, you know. I mean, to keep it real with you, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm all about the bag, you know. I'm here to get the biggest bag possible. You know, when Stevenson's showing all them big bags, I'm like, oh yeah, we need those types of bags. I'm all about the bag, but for me, the bag just buys me more freedom. You know, so I love the freedom. You know, I'm a father. I have 2 kids. I have a family and a beautiful fiance, and we both like to have a good time. You know, so it's hard to have a good time when you can't even keep up with the bills. It's hard to have a good time when you can't even, you know, just take care of basic necessities. So for me, I do it for the freedom. So yeah, I can show some of that. Let me pop something up real quick. I got a little situation I could pull up. Let me share my screen.
And listen, I don't even know if saucy is a term anymore. My son, he's 8, and we were at church yesterday for Resurrection Sunday, and the little boy started dancing, and my son whispered to me, "Mom, he's getting real sturdy. He's getting real sturdy." Is real sturdy the new term? See, I want to make sure that I'm staying current and relevant.
I know, right?
You become relevant. You're not relevant, you're irrelevant. All right. So we got it. Let's go. What we got?
So I'll show a few things. I mean, I guess I got this picture right here. So like I said, I'm about the money. And again, I mean, the Stevenson Lindor numbers, that's bananas. But you know, you're talking to a guy who came from a working background, you know. So, you know, for me to go from making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month to being able to pop open my laptop to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 within the amount of time, you know, most people take a lunch break or take a bathroom break, that already was a game changer for me.
Is it a way to enlarge this, or is this the largest it gets if you click on it, maybe?
I think, oh man, it won't go no larger. Let me see if I can zoom in on that thing.
If you can, that would be amazing, because as a profited, what is that number at the top?
There was only 18 minutes on this one, you know.
And how much was that?
That one was $2,700. It was $2,700.
$2,700 in 18 minutes?
Yeah, like that was a game changer for me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get the $500,000 and all of that stuff, but, you know, being able to, you know, just be able to.
Deal. We're not minimizing $2,700 in 18 days. Somebody's not going to make $2,700 in 18 days. Let's just be very clear, okay? $2,700 in 18 minutes. It looks like there were some other people there as well.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Yeah, I'll pull it up. Because, I mean, like I said, when I first came into this, you know, this whole franchising space, I'm like, man, I got to take care of me. You know, but once you start seeing, you know, results like that, it's like, that's crazy.
Amazing. She said, yes, you can.
Yeah, you know, you start having a good time, you start traveling, you start enjoying yourself. That's cool. You know, I've been all over the place, guys. I've been to Paris, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to, you know, I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Greece, I've been to, you know, you name it. You know what I mean? I've been to so many different destinations. It's just incredible. You know, once you start having that type of freedom. But to be honest, after a while, you know, even the most selfish person, after a while, you're like, you know what? Like, it's time for me to bless somebody else. You know, after you done took your lady around the world, you done everything else for everybody else. At a certain point, you're like, man, it's time to go, you know, spread the wealth and help somebody else. You know, my girl's spoiled. I'm trying to figure out how to unspoil her, Doc. All right, this girl done been all around the world.
Bro. It don't work like that. No, you set the tone. You train it. Nah, it don't work like that.
Hey, look, I ain't just take her to Paris and take her to see the Eiffel Tower. I took that girl to the top of the Eiffel Tower. We went to the very top of that thing. You know, this girl had been. She told me she wanted to ride horses. I took her to ride camels in Dubai. You know.
Wow. Are these enlarged on your side? Can you see them?
Yeah, it's not pulling up big on yours. Okay, yeah, I guess.
So if you maybe could share the whatever's big on you, I'll stop sharing this, and then you can share whatever you're seeing that's big on your side. And you may have to do it one by one, but once again, you know, in our community, I'm from New Orleans. Let me just keep it all the way. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I will tell you, sometimes we're the hardest people, you know. We've never seen certain things before, you know, and when you haven't seen certain things, in your community and in your culture, and then you see someone who looks like you, who sounds like you, who come from a similar background as you, sometimes that's the hardest people to believe that's really doing it, because how did they do it? You know? And so I think that one of the reasons I'm excited that this group is private and it's exclusive is that we're able to help our community who hasn't really seen these type of results to know that people that look like you, that's from where you're from, are experiencing some amazing and incredible testimonies. So I'm excited. You know, whether you can pop it up or not, this has been a tremendous blessing. I mean, once again,
I'll try it one more time. I'll see. But yeah, it's just been crazy. You know, like I said, for me, it's about the freedom. And then at a certain point, you just want to share to other people. You know, you just want to help somebody else. So like I said, you know, to be at my age, to be able to not have to worry about having a boss, to be able to literally travel the world, to be able to just, you know, really not just have freedom, but for me, you got to do something where you can enjoy yourself as well. You know, so to be able to have fun at the same time, that's what it's about for me. Freedom, fun. And then at the end of the day, I'm doing something where I feel fulfilled. You know, not only am I filling my pockets, but I done helped other people fill their pockets. So it's just a win-win-win for me. I'm all in.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited. Listen, we're going to bring everybody back up to the stage really quick. So we're going to have those of you that are backstage right now, get ready to come back on. Let's add you guys back in here. For those of you that may have stepped away, hopefully everybody still has their camera on. I know this has been an interesting time with us today. I'm super duper excited about it. And yeah, listen, hey guys, listen, welcome back. This Run One is about to be a major movement. I want to say congratulations in advance to everybody who has an opportunity to make it in here. I'm excited as a wife of 22 years this year, 22 years, a wife of 22 years this year. My husband and I are doing this business together. We have 3 incredible children. I was able to retire my mom and pay her a hefty income. $60,000 a year was more than double. And I didn't even realize, when I realized that how much my mom made, I didn't know how much she made. She was working in her career for many years, working in food services. And my mom is my shero. And one of the things that was so important to me is that she did not have to work, you know? And one of the things that kept her working was the fact that her benefits, right? So by the grace of God and learning this skill and being around the right people and having the right mentors, I was able to retire her and pay her more than she had ever made at all with benefits. Okay, listen, if insurance is keeping you there, I got your insurance covered. If your investment account is keeping you there, I got that covered, and I know we can do way better. And so I'm so excited about what we're able to do. We just went to Orlando and Universal Studios. It was just amazing. And so I'm happy to hear how we're able to not just have success for ourselves, but how we're able to give back and make impact on those that we really truly love the most, and how we're able to make an impact. So any final closing remarks from anyone that's here right now? I'm super excited about what it is that we're doing, and for them to go ahead and get started and take the next steps.
Who's going first? I'll go first. Basically, invest in yourselves, guys. All right. Number one thing to do in 2023 is invest in yourself. We got a lot of things going on in the world right now. Right now is not the time to be ignorant. Right now is not the time to be unknowledgeable about certain things. It's too dangerous. All right. You guys see what's going on in the news. Our dollar, if you're in the United States, our dollar is collapsing. All these countries are banding together to have a new power in charge. All right. We cannot wake up thinking everything's okay. Guys, deodorant is expensive now. Everything is getting expensive, and it's only going to get more and more expensive. Wow. So if you don't put yourself in a position to learn the right information, the right wealth info, you're going to be left behind, and not just you, but your loved ones. So guys, come run one with us and come get this information so you can find it.
Come run one with us. Listen, I love what you said, Garrett. If you guys are not, Stevenson, if you guys are not paying attention, listen, we've had a lot of privilege here in the United States, whether you've taken advantage of it or not. You know, Stevenson, when I see these countries coming together talking about creating a different dominant currency. Most people are not prepared for what that means. And I'm telling you right now, we get to make money off the fluctuations of the market, whether it's going up or down, whether the dollar is going up or down. We have the knowledge and the skill set and the insight to benefit like the big boys benefit. This recession that we're in is simply a wealth transfer. Wealth is transferring from those who are not prepared to those who are. Inside of the Run One Network, we're helping you to get prepared. Take it serious. If you get an invite here, take it serious. Come on the inside and do not play with this. In fact, I'm going to give you the next steps really quick before anyone else comes in and shares. The next steps for you is, number one, watch the pin video that you're going to see right here. Inside of it, it'll be a pin video. Make sure that you tag the person that invited you into this private and exclusive group. Then what you want to do is make sure that you join the next live call. We have calls we're going to be doing on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. The details will be inside of the Run One community. Then make sure you tag 3 people that you want to win with, travel with, and make more money with. And then finally, get the VIP link from the person who invited you so that you can get started. We've created this exclusively just for you so that you're not left out in the cold. So, Garrett, I know you were coming in, Mr. Rich Off the Net. Anything that you want to say, closing remarks?
Mic is off.
Your mic is off. You have to turn on your mic.
Oh, guys, I'm super excited. I hope that all these testimonials, all these stories has inspired you and put a fire in your heart that makes you just want to believe in yourself. We're not asking you to really believe in us. We're really doing you a favor and giving you hours and hours worth of knowledge and experience and results. And we're giving it to you. We just don't know if you have that heart to believe in yourself, that you're going to stay active, you're going to stay consistent, and you're going to stay coachable. So if that's you guys, I hope to see you guys on the inside. Like China says, every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, we're literally giving the blueprint away, guys, on how you can invest a 3-figure decision, a dinner at Pappadeaux or Red Lobster, and and change your life forever, right? So I'm super excited. Shout out to all the amazing speakers, China, Dwayne, my lovely lady, Meg, Stevenson, Tasha. Shout out to every single person that's on the call, sharing their stories. But I want the person that's watching this right now to look at these people on here and choose your mentor that you want to become successful with and start learning what they're doing every single day and get back to who invited you so y'all can get paid together. Let's go.
I love that. Guys, thank you so much for being on. Any final remarks? Anybody else? I know we're ready to run one. It's time to run one. Let's go. Run one. Let's go. Let's go. Run one. Let's go. Love you guys. God bless you guys. You already know what to do. We'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.